Hello，各位同学，大家好，我是 Sunny。那今天我们要继续来看，就是高级听读在第8课谈到关于这个学术界的一些因为做要求研究报告的量导致到这个学校发生的改变。Are we managing to destroy science? In the year ahead, the UK government is due to carry out the next research assessment exercise, called RAE. The goal of this regular 5-yearly checkup of the university sector is easy to understand. To increase productivity within public sector research. But striving for such productivity can lead to unfortunate consequences. In the case of the RAE, one risk attached to this is the creation of an overly tyrannical management culture that threatens the future of imaginative science. Academic institutions are already preparing for the RAE with some anxiety. Understandably so, for the financial consequences of failure are severe. Departments with a current rating of 4 or 5 must maintain their score or face a considerable loss of funding. Meanwhile, those with ratings of 2 or 3 are fighting for their survival. The pressures are forcing research managements onto the defensive. Common strategies for increasing academic output include grading individual researchers every year according to RAE criteria, pressurizing them to publish anything regardless of quality, diverting funds from key and expensive laboratory science into areas of study such as management, and even threatening to close departments. Another strategy being readily adopted is to remove scientists who appear to be less active in research and replace them with new, probably younger staff. Although such measures may deliver results in the RAE, they are putting unsustainable pressure on academic staff. Particularly insidious is the pressure to publish. Put simply, RAE committees in the laboratory sciences must produce 4 excellent peer-reviewed publications per member of staff to meet the assessment criteria. But prolific publication does not necessarily add up to good science. In a recent letter to Nature, the publication records of 10 senior academics in the areas of molecular microbiology were analyzed. Each of these academics is now in very senior positions in universities or research institutes, with careers spanning a total of 262 years. However, their early publication records would preclude them from academic posts if the present criteria were applied. Although the quality of their work was clearly outstanding, they initiated novel and perhaps risky projects early in their careers, which have since been recognized as research of international importance. They generally produce few papers over the first 10 years after completing their PhDs. Indeed, of this period, they have an average gap of 3 to 8 years without the publication or productions of a cited paper. In one case, there was a 5-year gap. Although these inquiries were limited to specific areas of research, it seems that this model of career progression is widespread in all of the chemical and biological sciences. It seems that the atmosphere surrounding the RAE may be stifling talented young researchers or driving them out of science altogether. There urgently needs to be a more considered and careful nurturing of our young scientific talents. A new member of academic staff in the chemical or biological laboratory sciences surely needs commitment to resources over a 5 to 10-year period to establish their research. Senior academics managing this situation might be well advised to demand a long-term view from the government. Unfortunately, management seems to be pulling in the opposite direction. Academics have to deal with more students than ever, and the paperwork associated with the assessments of the quality of teaching is increasing. On top of that, the salary for university lecturers is low, Tenure is rare, and most contracts are offered on temporary contract basis. With the main starting salary for new graduates now close to £36,000, it's surprising that anybody still wants a job in academia. It need not be like this. Dealing with the many senior research managers in the chemical and water industries at the Questor Center provided some insight. The overall impression is that the private sector has a much more sensible and enlightened long-term view of research priorities. Why can universities not develop the same attitude? Tyrannies need managers. Yet these managers will make sure they survive even when those they manage are lost. Research management in UK universities is in danger of evolving into such an overly controlled state that it allowed little time for careful thinking and teaching and will undermine the developments of imaginative young scientists. 好，那看完这个关于英国学术界的一些困境啊，是否让我们也联想到目前现在在台湾航空业的管理现象呢？那其实应该是四处都是这个样子啊。好，那我们这个请大家回去有空再复习一遍。好，我们今天就先听到这里。